Hey guys, I am excited to see you today. Today we are going to be looking at how to make social media images from a WordPress blog and how we're going to extract different um, quotes from there so that we can post and blast and broadcast all over social media. So what we're going to do is we're going to open up, we're going to create a document on Google Slides. This is what we're using for now. And we're going to go over to the armyofyouth.com, going through the blog. We're going to scroll down to see which one that we want to accomplish. 7 shocking facts about heaven that will surprise you. So we're going to take this, and this is what we're going to make it out of. What I like to do is I like to put this on a new window by dragging this tab over and slapping it against the wall. Boom. And then putting these side by side because it's a desktop. And this allows us to see two things at once rather than just going back and forth constantly. To me, that doesn't seem very effective. Doesn't seem like an effective use of my time. So here we go. I'm going to make that a little bigger so I can see that. Now, what we can find here, I'm going to get this out of my way. I guess I can't move it. Maybe I'll move it up there. Yeah. Okay. What I'm really doing here is I'm going to be making these quotes. And as you can see, these quotes are going to be posted on social media. They're shareable, they're highly engaging, they're inspiring, they're motivating, they're instructive, they give you aha moments. So I'll just give you an example. If you don't have a burden for saving souls now, then you won't be happy in heaven. That is the number one fact out of this blog article here. And all we did, we just took the headline and we just slapped it on there. So what we're looking for is anytime that there's a Bible verse that is relevant, we're going to put it on here. Anytime that there's like an aha moment, like as you're reading, you're like, whoa, that was profound. We're going to put it on there. And for instance, here's another example. Renell put this together. One of the reasons leading me to give my heart to Christ was the joy and peace he had to offer. To lose that would be like losing my reason to live. And so she found that impactful. She put that on there. So we're going to post it on social media. Here, this is a quote. This is coming from Great Controversy, page 70, paragraph 2. It says, to be a Christian in the fullest sense means to be Christ-like. Christ was a missionary. Every true Christian will have a missionary spirit. Like, that's an aha moment. Like, whoa, am I a true Christian? Do I have a missionary spirit? Like, hey, wake up call. And so what we're doing is we're not putting necessarily a great controversy quote there. We're actually encouraging people to learn that principle from the scriptures. And Matthew 20, 28, let's see what this says. And what we want to do is we want to put C, Matthew 20, 28. We're not saying that that's a quote from Matthew 20, but the principle can be taught here. Here we see, even as the Son of Man came not to be ministered unto, but to minister, and to give his life a ransom for many. So that's a very clear Bible verse that shows that Christ's purpose was missionary work, was minister, is ministry. And God's object is ministry. So that's what he wants us to do. I'm not going to preach to you. That's not what this video is about. So basically, we're going to post that to inspire people. And so we're going to point them to the scriptures as the authority of this principle of where it contains. This is black right now because later on we're going to find a photo and replace the background and find it more relevant. So what we have are several quotes. And here, this is just Greek filler text to do that in graphic design. And what we're able to do is that. See how simple this is? If it's like word for word, then we're just like, oh, alright. So I hit Control Paste, and you see how it kept the white background? I don't want that. I'm going to hit Control Z. In order to paste it as plain text, is go Control Shift V. Boom. And it has none of that doesn't have any of that white stuff. We don't want white stuff. Control-Shift-V. Get rid of that. And then that's done. I'm going to go over the next. As we're looking through here, we are going to look for a comment. See, I'm just skimming through here. I'm trying to see the first impulse of a. So I'm going to show you this. Oh. First impulse of a renewed heart is wanting to make known the Savior to others. It's unnatural for us not to share the good news with others. No. I'm trying to find something that we haven't already put. Oh, here we go. Here's a Bible verse. So we can take this, and we can literally just make text just out of that Bible verse. And this is showing us that in the grave, we came out for the truth. And I'm just taking verse 18 because it's faster. Control-Shift-V. I'm going to delete that, and then it's done. Move on to the next one. And the dead cannot hope for God's truth. The living are the ones making known the truth. Now is the time to equip yourself. Thousands are going to crisis graves every day. You have the ability to do something about it. Wow, that's really strong. And you know what I'm going to quote for that? I'm going to quote something simple. Matthew 28:20. That's a great commission. Go therefore and teach all nations. In heaven we will be rewarded according to our works. Did you know there are degrees of rewards in heaven based on our missionary efforts here? That's interesting. Oh, yes, what we could do is that would be a good question to ask. That could be an entire social media post. So we're going to post it there, and here's a proof text. So we just type in C, because it's a principle. It's not word for word quote. Control-Shift-V, and it's there. Done. It's really that simple. And then we are able to put the entire verse here. Control-Shift-V. And Revelation 21. You get better at it as you go. And I think I want that. See how the format wasn't really right, but that's okay. I'm just gonna edit all that. Just gonna change a bullet with a comment. Every act, self-sacrificing love shown. Every encouraging word given to a tried and discouraged soul. All the time we have invested in eternal things, each are written in God's heavenly records. That show me there's something going on here. Yeah. And then God's heavenly records. Where's the proof text? Remember good deeds. Nehemiah 13:14 shows that there is a record of each of these things. So it could be like see Nehemiah. Make sure I'm spelling that right. And I'll put Malachi. I think it's 3:16. Let me double check. Okay, 3:16. Yeah, and a book of remembrance was written for them. I forget their name. All right, there we go. So this is all really good content there. I mean, I'd share that. I'd interact with that. I'd like it. I'd be like, whoa, that's powerful. How much greater will heaven be for those who decided to co-labor together with God in the work of saving souls? How much greater will heaven be? Oh, whether God's promises are sure. Yes, God is looking for an army of youth he can train to serve him from heart motivated, from deep gratitude. Nonetheless, in heaven we will be rewarded. There will be stars in our crown for every soul we bring to the Savior. They that turn many to righteousness shall shine as the stars forever and ever. That's a good verse. Okay, so we'll use that one. But you know what? I want to use a full verse, so I'm going to go to Daniel 12:3. Good soul winning verse. Hear this Greek stuff. Daniel 12. See how fast this is? That was the last Greek text. Oh, I got one right here. Good. So I'm just gonna hit duplicate. I'm gonna hit Control. I'm gonna select two of them. Control C, Control V. That copies. I'm gonna hold Shift to select multiple. Control C, Control V. I just made 8 slides. Control V. That made 4 more slides. So now I got more Greek text. Hotkeys are your friends, my friends. This is the way to go. And then, yeah, so that's basically how you do it. I mean, you're just going to go through here and you're going to just dissect the different content. It could be a spirit, it could be a spirit prophecy quote. It could be a Bible verse. Usually when there's a Bible verse that is dealing with evangelism specifically, this is the type of content that we want to publish as the Army of Youth. We want to inspire, motivate, train, and help young people to identify their talents and use their unique gifts in the Lord's army of youth. So we want to help them on this journey of finding their purpose in life and discovering their talents. So this is the type of content we want to provide. So we just go through here. Like, imagine you'll be able to meet people in heaven who are there as a result of your labor. It's like, that's incredible. Wow. One of the greatest treasures you will have in heaven is the privilege of meeting people who are there through the ceaseless ages of eternity as a result of your labors. Whoa, that's strong. I'm going to save that. Now, I remember, because I was paying attention, I remember somewhat up here we were talking about storing up your treasures in heaven. So, yeah, right here. This is a good verse. That's a good proof text. We want text to prove every statement. Oh, see the white background? I forgot to hold down the shift. Control Shift V. It's gone. Just like that. And then we went through the entire content. I mean, we went through it all. So what we're going to do is we're going to use this content as like a slide deck to be able to repurpose this content and be able to publish this into a video that we can do live video. We could publish this on Facebook, and these are going to be slides. Oh, here's the exciting part. Check this out. So now that we have, see, this is 16 by 9 or landscape. This is the landscape ratio right now. If you go to File, Page Setup, and then you can actually choose standard for like Facebook, or you can go down to custom, and you can see it's in inches. You just change this down to pixels, and you want to make it square for Instagram. You go 1080 by 1080, and then boom, all of these are now shaped perfectly for Instagram. How fast was that? But what we're gonna have to do is we're gonna have to readjust this little guy. And remember, hotkeys are definitely your friend. So one tip also, when you're working with text and you want it to look better, go ahead and hit Control A for select all. And then in order to make the text bigger, you can hit Control Shift and then this little bracket button. You see, shift this. See that's open and close bracket. So I just made a fish. This is going to make things bigger. This sign is going to make things smaller. So I'll show you. All right, Control Shift. I'm going to make it bigger. You see how it makes it bigger? I'm going to be able to put this over here. So that's pretty neat. This is especially helpful when you have something like this and it's taking up way too much space. You know, like, look, that doesn't look good. I need this to be smaller. You just hit Control Shift and then you make it your little bracket, and it really saves a lot of time. I tell you, you do that, it's going to save you time if you're going through this. But really, what I would do is just take one that is going good. You can copy that and just paste it, and it's all there. I don't know if that's the best way, but that is a way, and that's something that I found to be helpful. What I would recommend in the future is when you change the page setup, I would save it first. That I didn't do. So we learn as we go, and you're going to teach me things, and I'll teach you things. We'll be here together, and by God's grace, we're going to help to train up an army of youth to finish God's work so we can all go home and have finally experienced the end of sorrow, sin, and misery. So excited to be able to co-labor with you, the army of youth. Thank you so much for deciding to co-labor together in this army to be able to distribute content that's going to change the lives of so many young people and give purpose and direction and guidance. All right, until next time, let me know if you have any questions, and we will do our best to help you.